Bruce Feiler, Life is in the Transitions, Mastering Change at Any Age. Embark on a journey with Bruce Feiler's Life is in the Transitions, Mastering Change at Any Age, as we delve into the power of storytelling in the face of life's unexpected turns. Through personal experiences and the Life Story Project, Feiler explores how we can navigate transitions by reframing our life narratives, embracing new beginnings, and finding meaning amidst chaos. This summary uncovers the key themes of the book, such as reevaluating the shape of our lives, understanding the disruptive events that can redefine our existence, and learning how to take control of our response to these unexpected changes.
The power of storytelling in crisis. When faced with personal crises, Bruce Feiler realized that he and his father were experiencing a narrative problem. They no longer knew how to make sense of their life stories. Bruce set out to find a narrative solution, starting by interviewing his father. By the end of 4 years, his father had regained the will to live by writing an autobiography. Bruce realized that people struggle to handle major life transitions because they don't know how to include them in their life stories. He conducted the Life Story Project, completing 225 interviews with people of all ages and backgrounds, and found that stories can guide us through change. The key message here is that storytelling is a lifeline in a crisis. Life is not linear. Our lives follow unpredictable trajectories, and we need to change how we view life stages. What shape does your life story take? This question may seem odd, but it's an important one to consider. We tend to think of our lives as following a linear pattern. We're born, we get old, and we have various stages in between. However, this way of thinking is deeply entrenched in our culture, and it's time to change the narrative. Early civilizations believed that life moved in cycles with the seasons, but this changed in late antiquity when people started thinking more linearly. The idea of fixed stages, progressing from youth to marriage to old age, became cemented in the early modern period. This linear conception of life was further fueled by the rise of the industrial era, where people became obsessed with time and planning. The problem is that our lives don't follow a predictable progression through fixed stages. Unpredictable transitions are the norm rather than the exception, and they can happen at any time in our lives. For example, the age range of people having babies today typically spans from late teens to early 40s. The idea of the midlife crisis is also losing its relevance. Therefore, we need to think differently about the shape of our lives and throw away the old idea that they will follow neat, linear paths. The challenge is to come up with more creative and personalized stories that reflect our unique experiences and challenges. Ultimately, we need to embrace the unpredictable nature of life and view transitions not as setbacks but as opportunities for growth and transformation. 52 Disruptors, a Universal Human Experience. Author Bruce Feiler identified 52 life changes, known as disruptors, that impact 5 key areas of our lives: body, love, work, identity, and beliefs. These disruptors affect every area of our lives, including health scares, changes in interpersonal relationships, career transitions, and changes in religious beliefs or identity. The average person experiences 36 disruptive changes over their lifetime, which can lead to either easy adjustment or upheaval. Disruptors in the areas of love and work are particularly common, as most households are led by single people or unmarried partners, and most people work in at least 12 different positions before turning 50. This book reveals that disruptions are a universal human experience that people from all walks of life encounter, and offers insights on how to navigate them. Lifequakes. Lifequakes are profound events that fundamentally transform how we see ourselves and our lives. They can be voluntary or involuntary, positive or negative, and on average, people experience 3 to 5 of them in their lifetimes. What sets lifequakes apart is the meaning we ascribe to the events. Disruptors that occur at pivotal moments in our lives can be the straw that breaks the camel's back and spur us into action. Sometimes disruptors come in 2s or 3s, creating a pile-up that causes a lifequake. Though disorienting and scary, lifequakes also offer opportunities to reevaluate our lives and find meaning. The ABCs of meaning in lifequakes. Lifequakes are events that can disrupt and change the course of our lives. These unexpected transitions force us to reevaluate what gives our lives purpose and meaning. According to Bruce, the key to navigating life's changes is understanding the ABC of meaning, which refers to autonomy, belonging, and cause. People are motivated by different drivers, and lifequakes can be an opportunity for self-discovery and transformation. Instead of trying to return to the old normal, we can shape-shift and forge a new path by embracing new opportunities and possibilities. The examples provided show us how people have made life-changing decisions that altered the direction of their lives altogether. The fundamental lesson is that lifequakes can offer a chance for growth and self-awareness, and navigating them requires understanding what motivates us. Embracing life transitions. Crises happen, and while we may not have control over them, we do have control over our response. The key to transitioning through life's curveballs is mastering the tools of acceptance, mindfulness, reframing, and connection. Acceptance means facing reality and allowing space for difficult emotions. Mindfulness is about being present and cultivating compassion. Reframing involves shifting our perspective to find new meaning. Connection means seeking and offering support. By embracing these tools, we can turn destructive events into meaningful transitions, grow from adversity, and live a more resilient life. Saying goodbye, the power of rituals. Parting ways with our past selves could be difficult, but creating our own rituals can make it easier. Rituals are crucial in signifying change, hastening acceptance, and allowing us to integrate our past into a new future. They can take many forms, such as communal events, objects, or even marking changes on our bodies. The act of bidding farewell is especially important in times of grief and loss, where rituals can help us navigate our emotions and create a sense of community. Through creating our own rituals, we can show our internal struggle and start accepting that our lives are changing. Embracing the messy middle. Going through a major transition involves shedding parts of our old selves, which can leave us feeling lost and confused. It is crucial to embrace this messy middle phase to make room for new growth. Every major religious narrative and fairy tale recognizes the value of being lost. Some people find comfort in giving their lives structure, while others prefer to explore more freely. All in all, surviving this challenging part of the transition and weathering big changes require shedding outdated identities or beliefs, adopting new daily practices, or experimenting with structured play. The messy middle can be tough, but it leads to a new beginning. Discovering creativity in times of transition. When life throws us challenges and transitions, creativity can be a powerful tool to help us process our feelings, explore new possibilities, and create a new narrative. The story of Henri Matisse, who turned to remarkable paper cutouts from his bedridden state after being diagnosed with cancer, exemplifies how creative expression can open new chapters in our life. Similarly, the story of Zach, a young veteran who turned to cooking, painting, and writing after being permanently disfigured in a shootout in Afghanistan, demonstrates how creativity can accelerate healing after crises. According to psychologist James Pennebaker, writing can be particularly effective in processing emotions and enabling us to create a new story for ourselves. In an experiment, 27% of people who wrote about a recent layoff found a new job 3 months later, compared to only 5% of those who didn't write. Whether it's cooking, painting, writing, or dancing, creative expression can be a lifeline during times of transition. By allowing ourselves to explore new possibilities and embrace experimentation, we can harness the power of creativity to create a new and fulfilling narrative for our lives. Redefining life's transitions. Our life transitions need to be incorporated into new life stories to improve our sense of personal resilience. Bruce Feiler's father wrote 150 stories about his past, a task that gave him a sense of control that his illness had denied him. Through hundreds of stories shared during the Life Story Project, Bruce realized that the way people speak about their experiences has a significant effect on how they handle their transitions. Those who perceived transitions negatively experienced depression and felt stuck in life, while those who saw them as challenging but ultimately leading to growth and positive outcomes felt more empowered. While we might not be able to control everything that happens to us, we do have control over how we narrate those events and the role we played in them. Creating new stories that integrate life transitions are critical to personal resilience, but sharing them is even more important. Sharing experiences can significantly benefit our well-being and sense of personal resilience. Stephen, for example, shared his story about escaping from the cult known as the Moonies and used it to create new life purposes by helping others escape similar situations. It's crucial to restrict our story sharing to close friends and confidants and gradually expand to a larger audience. Remember that our story is dynamic and can be rewritten whenever we need it to help us through life's transitions. By redefining our life's transitions through new narratives, we can improve our sense of well-being and personal resilience.
In A Life is in the Transitions, Bruce Feiler uncovers the significance of storytelling as a tool for navigating life's unexpected changes. In an age where transitions can come in different shapes and forms, Feiler teaches readers to overcome these challenges by reframing their life narratives, understanding the impact of disruptors in various aspects of their lives, and adopting creative ways to adapt and make the best of the situation. Ultimately, your life story is dynamic and ever-evolving, and embracing this truth will help you become more resilient and adaptable in the face of any challenge that comes your way.